let's be respectful of Julian.
Yep.
He is in the waiting room here, so we'll pull him up. Actually, I will pull up their Twitter as well.
Hey, Julian, what's up?
Hey, man.
Welcome
can you
back.
hear me?
Yeah, you're coming through clear.
Nice. Thanks.
I like
Okay,
I like the background, man. Looks like you're in a pretty nice, relaxing area. Early morning.
yeah. No, it's actually 2 p.m. here.
2 a.m.
A.m. Sorry.
Jeez. All good.
Need to get used to the time difference. Bali.
Oh, you're out in Bali.
Very
How do you
cool.
like Bali? Can you hear us, Julian?
Julian,
Not
are
sure.
you?
I'm not sure if Julian can hear us. Looks like
lagging a
I
bit.
think this this website got an update. This thing looks good. Pretty sure it wasn't like this last time we talked. So yeah, I guess Julian's got some cool updates for us. We'll wait for him. I guess he can't hear us right now. Let's see. Just trying to work
It was
out in the back.
working for a millisecond. I feel like it's his
Yo.
headphones. Yeah,
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
yeah.
I'm wondering if it's a connection issue. I'm thinking in Bali. Oh, it has a delay. That could make things a little tricky, huh?
All right, we're gonna try get into intro and talk about the business.
Yeah, there is a small delay.
That's okay. I'll just type it out and you just go.
Yeah. So, guys, for the chat, we'll let Julian. Julian can just talk through us. I'm not sure when he can.
Okay,
start hearing
so
this.
I think you can hear me. Actually, there's a small delay from your side to me. Yeah. So I think it's 4 weeks ago that I was on the show. We've been doing a lot in the meantime, especially about the DOMM and staking update, but also about Orbit Pay, the debit cards, the membership cards, and the business cards that we are about to release. So yeah, it's been a pretty busy time. We got a couple weeks left before Breakpoint, where we have some really nice announcements. Okay, wait. Let me quickly check if you can hear me.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay.
I'm thinking the
yeah,
delay
so,
is like a solid 20 seconds.
So yeah, I'm Julian, founder of Cipher, together with Ricardo. He's listening now. We are developing a security layer for Solana. We have had some pretty nice updates the past weeks. We have been releasing Proof of Cipher, which basically is a big mind map of the internet. We are currently mapping all websites, which is an ongoing process, which will be also included in the Orbit app. It's annoying that the screen. I think it's back again. Can you? Yeah,
We can hear you. Any
it's
delay?
live again. Nice.
Oh,
Okay,
let's go.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
No,
that was gonna
the
be.
delays go. Nice.
That would have been a long.
It's
Yeah. Okay. Nonetheless,
it's,
dude,
it's
been,
annoying talking to front of screen. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had you.
Okay.
I'm glad
yeah.
we got you. I'm excited for Breakpoint. That's gonna be awesome. Can you give us any sneak peeks of what you guys are gonna be really revealing there and working on?
Okay, so we are not going to release the app at Breakpoint due to audits, but we are in the process of auditing everything that we've been building this year. So from the security layer to Orbit Pay, to the debit cards, to the membership cards. It's been really busy weeks. There's been a lot happening within the company as well. We are going to announce new partnerships as well in the coming weeks before Breakpoint. And I'm really keen to announce that we are launching actually Proof of Cipher. So Proof of Cipher is the first part of the security layer, and you can actually explore the internet through Proof of Cipher. And basically what it does is we scan everything of a website. So every interaction that you can do on a website. So you click a button and it's going to be marked safe or malicious or blocked, or it's unsafe to click the button. And everything of Proof of Cipher will be on the proof of history of Solana. So basically any explorer on Solana, it's public data. You can check whether a website is safe or malicious, or if there's any security issues on the website. So not every website is malicious, of course. But we are going to...
How do you guys achieve that?
Well, I've been a hacker for a couple years, like 12 years. So I've been playing around and testing that for the past year for Cipher. But there's a huge gap on the internet. Like we've got a lot of websites where you can check. We've got antivirus. We got a lot of tools to check if something is going to steal your data, money, crypto, whatever. But we don't have like a solid system or like a single source of truth. Thanks. And it's an open system. So like Cipher makes the first scan of a website. That's like the starting point. And then every time there's an update on the website, it basically makes a transaction on the Solana blockchain. So you got this whole transactional history of how a website is, how do you say that, performing. So is it safe? Is it fast? What can you like make more efficient on the website? What's missing on the website? What happens if I click this button? Like I've been having a lot of scammy websites in my DMs, and in the beginning I was like, okay, system is not done yet. What happens if I click this button? Like if I connect my wallet, is it actually going to drain me instantly, or download some malware? But this system is the first step in actually preventing that.
For the audience and ourselves, could you please tell us just each of your product offerings, what you're working on, and why each is important? I know it's a little bit, but maybe just go through that list for us.
Yeah. So it's a pretty big list because it's a complete ecosystem, and that's why it took like a lot of time to build all the MVPs. But we started off being a security company, so we saw a gap in the security part in Web3, but also in Web2. Like those two are heavily connected. So the security layer you won't see, like it just works in the back. You never see it. And the end goal is to have this app where you can just manage your crypto finances, where you can pay with crypto, where you can borrow and lend, earn passive income. So that's the end goal. And within the app, we got Orbit Earn, which basically is you buy and stake Cipher, like our native token, ecosystem token. And we share 15% of all profits of the complete ecosystem with the token stakers. So at this moment, it's not much. Like we have the token fees, which we share, but we have low volume at the moment because we're not really pushing the token yet. But in the near future, once we have the DOMM out, which will be in December, once we have Orbit Earn, the wallet, like 15% of the wallet profit, for example, goes to token stakers, which basically is if you use Cascard or Avicii, which I used to. Like I really like those products as well.
So you guys are working on a card yourself, though, yeah?
Yeah. So there will be an Orbit Pay card. We will have 4 cards. The first and I think most used card will be just the debit card. So you either send USDC, Solana, or Cipher to it, and you can pay anywhere. It's Visa. So
Nice.
anywhere they accept Visa, you can pay. It's the whole neobank meta that's going on right now.
Nice.
So yeah, the second product is the Orbit membership card, which basically is Visa as well, but you can connect that to any membership that you have. Easiest one is the gym. I think you just add it to Apple Pay and you can enter the gym if they have a system, like a card system, to enter the gym. Third one is the Orbit business card, which basically is the debit card but for business, like for companies, and you can connect that to a lot of other software, to like bookkeeping software. So you actually can have the business cards connected to like your company software.
And how do these cards work? Does each card get their own wallet, and then everything kind of comes from the wallet? Yeah.
Yeah, it basically is a Solana address in the back. It's like a burner address. So you send USDC to it and it gets swapped for USD or whatever currency there is. Like you pay with. Yeah, so it's basically a wallet address, and you can make as many cards as you want. You can create and like, for example, you want a card for groceries, you create a wallet card for groceries. But that part is all like the Visa debit card. That's like the system that's behind it.
Has it become easier to convert and off-ramp money into these cards? Maybe easier than it used to be? Because I remember like this was just a big thing a while ago. Now it seems like a lot of people are able to really achieve this.
It's because of like regulations and licenses have become way easier to get. So there's a lot of banks actually offering these services because of the whole stablecoin. How do you say that? Like they regulated the whole stablecoin thing. So it's at the moment it's pretty easy to start such a company if you're legit, of course, because you need to show a lot of documentation and do your due diligence with them. But at the moment, it's quite easy to set up something like that.
So when I do have a question, Julian.
So that's one thing. The other,
yeah. So it's lagging a bit, so bear with my question. Just I'll get it out. You started when you first came on our show. Were you like a wallet app that you had in the browser, kind of like a Chrome extension that basically just made sure you weren't clicking on anything? And then is this an extension of that product or follow-on features, or is this like kind of like a whole separate business that you're pursuing based on kind of like what, you know, I don't want to say what the meta is, but like, yeah, start with security. I'm just trying to connect the two and like yeah.
Okay, so like back in November last year, the whole idea was to fix the whole security gap. But on the other hand, we wanted to onboard like all the normies, all the retail people. We want to get out of the whole crypto circle that we currently have. Like if I go to the supermarket or to anywhere, I don't care where I can pay with fiat money or like with my bank card. I want to be able to pay with my crypto because I'm a crypto user.
Of course.
Yeah, so that's what we've been pursuing, like as a crypto, like Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, whatever. Like anyone, like the whole cypherpunk people, we've always been pursuing paying with crypto. That's the whole idea behind it. And with all the regulations happening with security, it's been really hard to stay decentralized, to stay self-custody, to stay private. And that's something that we want to combine and bring back together into like the Orbit One app or the Cipher protocol. So basically it's all connected. So the end goal is an app where you manage all your finances. And behind that is a whole like banking grade security system, because we need that as like being your own custodian. You need such a system. So
you can even think of it like an ultra secure neobank. Lagging again. Let's go. Yeah. So yeah. I'll just mention it again. Ultimately, this is like a ultra secure neobank is what you guys have created.
Yes. So we call it. I think if I need to call it in one sentence, it's secure private self custody banking. So you are your own custodian. The problem being your own custodian is that you are also responsible for this whole security part, like writing down your seed phrase, remembering everything that's connected to being your own custodian, and we take on that whole system for you. But we don't like we don't process all your data. That's happening mostly on device, and that's where proof of Cipher came in, is that we needed that single source of truth where our system can always check if something is safe or malicious, or like if the interaction is safe, without actually using user data to check. So like all the user data stays on device, so you manage your own data, you manage your own finances, but the security system is keeping you safe, like around that. And to answer your question, we have the extension. That's like the first thing that I was working on and testing. But
and that was a Chrome extension?
That was a Chrome extension.
Got it.
But
and
there's
what was
also
your user numbers on that? Like when you're doing the Chrome extension, were you seeing good traction with that, or was it just the product market fit wasn't quite there? And you think that adding this kind of neobanking thing is also, of course it's parallel. I think it is like complementary, but is that where you're seeing kind of the real day-to-day traction?
Yeah. So like as I said before, it's connected. So being your own custodian, you need the security part. We don't have users at the moment because we haven't launched officially, because we're in the middle of like the whole auditing process, and it's about I think the whole system is about 300k lines of code, which is all interconnected. So it's like the audits are pretty heavy. But we are launching soon. It's not gonna take months from now. It's pretty close. So we will release like products on their own. For example, the DOMM and staking and the security part, POC, so people can actually test it.
Right. And so people think of this kind of ecosystem as like a sandbox where I put my money in the sandbox and then it's more secure as long as I'm in that sandbox of products using it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Even if like, okay, so I understand that. So app got it and Chrome extension got it. That secures my browser. When I'm on my phone using the app, I'm secure doing that. If I download a virus like elsewhere on my computer, you know, I guess it'll notify me, hey, don't download that from my email, right?
No, it you will actually not even see the like the message. It will just like the system will block it. You won't even see it.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
So there is no there is no like if you see the message, you can potentially still click on the button to you know. So we just made a decision to just block everything that's gonna
does it ever make mistakes in blocking things? Does it ever block things that shouldn't?
Okay, so there's two parts to that one. So the first one is it doesn't make mistakes at this moment, but the only annoying part is that there is 90% of the websites is collecting a lot of data, and our system actually like protects your money, but also your data. So
from the advertisers, keep those spying eyes on you or off you.
Yeah, no, but it actually one thing in proof of Cipher, and that's going to be visible on every explorer as well, is we map exactly what data a site is collecting through which like third parties, so you can actually see what data a website is collecting and why we block it. But of course, you need to use the internet. Like ads is just a part of the internet. So there's a toggle in the app and in the extension and in the dashboard that you can just like toggle that one off. But if you want to stay really private, you can turn that on.
Good.
What about messages like on Messenger and stuff or other third? So for let's say Gmail, I have a Gmail, I have the plugin. When you say it won't even show the message or the email, is it like reading the data packets or something? Like how does it mechanically not show an email off of Gmail servers?
Okay, so it will show you the email.
Okay.
Like I'm not risking reading emails. One thing that we do, for example, with emails, and that's another toggle, so it's just a setting that you can turn on, is that it reads the email headers. So we can see where the email comes from, and we can compare that to trusted email senders, for example. So if you get an email from Microsoft or Facebook or Instagram,
or Coinbase support,
or Coinbase support, like those are known emails, we can whitelist those. And even if an email is spoofed, we can track that back to its origin. I'm in contact with DNS providers to sometimes someone like a scammer is hiding behind the walls of who is how do you call that, where you host your websites, domain names, etc. And they won't give this data publicly, of course, because it's private personal user data. But with the whole proof of Cipher thing, we can get access to that, and we can like say whether this user is like if he's a known scammer, we can block all his domains from a single domain, and only we can see that.
Got it.
So you can see your email, but once you click a link in that email, it won't open the link if it's a malicious link.
Okay.
What about this DLLM you guys have releasing in December? Can you touch on that a little bit more and how that works and the functions, features?
Yeah, it's comparable to Meteora, but it has a more SaaS-y looking front end, and it's not focused on all the crypto traders like launching a lot of tokens. It's more focused on the Web2 companies that want to like bring their company on chain, so they can tokenize their company, they can tokenize their products in permission pools, so they own the pool, and no one else can create like pools to farm them. So that's the first system that goes actually live, and we will migrate the whole current Cipher pool to the whole Cipher DOMM. So it's basically a tool for Web2 companies that want to explore crypto to bring their companies on chain. And of course, we do have permissionless pools, so you can create tokens, you can launch a pool for your token on Solana. But the main focus part is those Web2 companies.
And are you expecting them to come to you, or are you guys going to be doing any sort of business development in this area, reaching out to them?
Oh, it's the second one. Like those companies don't come on their own.
Well, how do you guys go about doing that? Really curious.
So I've like my previous company was in manufacturing, so we were actually building AI systems to analyze data. I don't know if you know about Databricks, like relation. Yeah. So basically, what we did was we built Databricks, but way faster. Like you like it wrote all data of the company, and it created these models for the company. That's my first starting point where I have the most context, and which is the most interesting as well, because those are pretty big companies, and those companies have like the money to create these permission pools, and actually like bring their whole company on chain. It's a whole improvement for them as well, because they work with Excel. They don't have like their own single source of truth of data. They have 8 versions, and like the oldest one of the company uses version 2 from 2010, and all the new people use like the 8th version. So those companies are basically the first starting point. And we got a couple of projects that are already in crypto that want to bring their customers and their services to our DOMM.
So I'd love to know what those conversations actually look like on a deeper level. What are some, like, when you go and talk to these companies, what are they saying in terms of, hey, I don't like this, or hey, I really like this? I'm just really curious to see from another standpoint what these people are saying about crypto.
Yeah, so
chain.
I try to talk not too much about crypto to these companies, because they're all scared about crypto. Like they all think it's a scam.
Yeah.
But once you explain how a DOMM works, how they can make money on it without actually selling tokens or managing the whole thing, because it just runs on its own. They're pretty interested. For example, Meteora. If I make if I compare to Meteora, They do 15% on the permissionless pools and 20% on the permission pools, depending on how you set them up. And we're going to start with 7.5%. So we're going to make it 50% cheaper. So like you get a lot more fees for the company.
7.5% of fees generated is what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay, got you.
Hey Dom,
okay, so these
I did
conversations
want
are going
to.
well.
Sorry?
Josh, what's up?
No, go finish your thought if you want.
No, my thought was pretty much over there, but just interested. So these conversations are generally being well received under the context you just talk about, basically improving their current rails and kind of keeping the whole crypto aspect out of it.
Well, I try to sell the blockchain to them. I'm not trying to sell crypto to them. I'm just trying to sell the blockchain technology to them, because they don't have this single source of truth. Their whole data it's just one big mess, and we can use the blockchain for them to organize that. And it's a bit out of context of the whole neobank app, because that's our main focus. But our DOMM is like it has so many features for these companies, because the long-term goal of Cipher is optimizing everything. Actually, like we want to integrate blockchain into the Web2 companies, Web2 users. We have built a set of tools for that, and we can use that for one app, which is our app, the security app, and the neobank banking app. That's our focus, but never say never in the future. Like those Web2 companies, it easily takes a year to get them onboarded. Like enterprise companies is a pain in the ass. So we just start now talking to them and just like gathering data as well on how they think about it.
Yeah, enterprise sales, it's takes a long time. I wanted to ask here, there's a tweet from 1A Bach or whatever, who says, imagine being safe from getting your wallet drained simply by using another hot wallet on top of your current stack. Is this just, I'm trying to understand the mechanism. Like, I have a wallet on Cipher. Is there like a wallet in between that's kind of like double checking that transaction? Like, when he says this, what does he mean here?
I think like I know Abok really well. I actually know him in real life.
Nice.
But but the whole thing is that the anti-drain system, we're going to open source 80% of that, so anyone can use that, and it's gonna be plug and play integration. So for example, if Phantom, for I don't know, they want to use our anti-drain, and we have proven that the system works, they can actually pretty easy just integrate the anti-drain, and nothing changes on the Phantom side, but they are way more protected than now. So I think that's what he meant with the tweet.
Okay, got it. Thank you. I was just trying to clarify the mechanism. Go ahead, Dom, if you have any.
Yeah, no, I think again, we've gotten a good general idea, and I want to really focus on what you guys are working on currently. I know you have a lot coming. You said Breakpoint's gonna be a big, you got a big month ahead of you. December, Breakpoint, some cool releases coming up. Maybe just give us some hints as to what you guys are focused on right now in the lab, cooking up, and what we can expect for Breakpoint around that time.
Yeah, so from the start of the company, I've been saying I don't want venture capital in, especially not for the token. Like we are completely self-funded, with, of course, like in the beginning, some friends and family, and but we don't have any angel investors or venture capital. But looking a year ahead, and with the cost of audits and development and like setting up this professional company, we've been exploring venture capital. and we are pretty far with some venture capital companies. So I can't say too much about that, but that's what we're working on. And we are going
maybe
to
you
show.
can help us understand. No, this is great. Maybe help us understand what that would do for you, right? Why is it important you have this bootstrap, this funding to accelerate?
I want to be independent of. I want to be the owner of my company, and being an early stage founder with venture capital. You basically give away all your rights to decide where the company goes. But at this moment, it just speeds up the whole development part. So that's what I told them as well. When they asked me where are you going to spend the money, and I was just like, yeah, it's basically audits and development. It's like we don't have employees. We like we are with it's just me and Ricardo at the moment, and we got a lot of things outsourced, but it will speed things a lot.
We have some community questions. When wallet dog from H?
Oh yeah, soon.
Soon.
R here says the vault in the wallet most likely is what Abok talked about, since it will be insured by BitGo, something pretty unique.
Oh
yeah, that's something that I wanted to mention after this question. So we are official partners with a couple companies. I think the first two are known. So we are partners with Hacken, which is our auditor. We are partners with recoverers. So if something gets drained for any reason, like there is a drain in our wallet, they're basically the on-chain FBI. Together with Hacken, they can get your funds back. But if there is a drain, we want to minimize the impact. So we partnered with BitGo at the start of this year, and BitGo is a custodian, so they hold your keys, but there's like thresholds to it. So we have the Orbit vault as well, and you can, for example, say I have 100K in the vault, 20K I own myself, 80K I hold 2 keys, and BitGo holds 1 key. So if I want to do something with this 80K, BitGo needs to co-sign to release the money, and it's still your money. It's not a centralized exchange. They can't freeze your funds. It's just that they check if you are really the person that's signing the transaction. So BitGo has been really in the back because they went public I think 2 weeks ago. So they were pretty busy. But we will see a lot more content on Twitter and LinkedIn combining Cipher and BitGo.
When you say they went public, you mean like they got listed on an exchange? Like
no,
traded exchange?
Yeah, so they're actually on the stock market. It's a public tradable company now.
What market do you know?
I think they're on the NASDAQ.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Good for them.
Yeah.
Wow, so they're almost like an insurance layer that you guys have.
It's
just in case.
So everything in Cipher is insured up to 250 million, which is the insurance from BitGo.
Wow, that's awesome. Definitely an extra layer of security and protection that, I don't know, me as a user personally, like that's the stuff you kind of, the benefits of holding something in Coinbase or some of these sexes is you do have that like insurance if, you were to lose some of that money, and it's nice to know that I can do that in a more decentralized way. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, I think very interesting conversation. Julian, I remember the first time you're on, I was still trying to wrap my head around all the things that you're doing. I see this has continued to evolve. So hats off to you. When you secure venture funding, I think that'll be a big unlock for the project because it kind of de-risks and provides capital to do things. Maybe just the token itself, reiterate how the token launched and what does the token represent today?
That's maybe something that I can say. So like we have launched the token 7 weeks back, if I remember correctly, and the token it. Okay, so initially the token is for community building and profit sharing, and we wanted to use like the proof of stake to distribute the fees from our profits to the holders that stake their token. So 4 weeks ago, Bybit came up with their new system. They got the license in the MRH to actually tokenize. How do you say that? Like shares, company shares. So a part of Cipher, like the company Cipher, will be tokenized, and that will be represented by the Cipher token.
What is that? I'm hearing in the background. Is that some kind of like parrot?
No, it's a gecko.
No way.
Oh,
That's
really?
what gecko
That's
sounds like.
crazy.
Oh yeah, it's like we got like, I think I got like 7 in the garden.
That's awesome, dude.
It's
But
always
I do want to go
always
to
in
Bali.
the. Oh yeah, you definitely should go to Bali.
It seems so fun, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is like I'm driving around like all day on my scooter to like from co-working spot to co-working spot. Yeah.
That's just all the digital nomads just go to Bali these days.
Yeah, but there's a lot of shitty influencers around here. You need to yeah.
I can believe that.
You'll know MCG is washed when we show up in Bali. We'll just be like, yeah, one of the shitty influencers, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe
no,
just
they're
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's the most alpha that I can share for now is the that we are working on tokenizing a part of the equity in the company. People need to understand that there is heavy due diligence to that part.
That's really interesting. So you're raising venture, but also you're going to kind of make. I mean, you're gonna make some equity factors available for your token, which is really fascinating. That's really cool. I want to. Once that happens, you got to come back on the show and talk about that a bit more.
Yeah. Well, it's crypto, and crypto is decentralized. So, like, I'm also putting a lot of effort in this company, Ricardo as well. So we want to stay like we want to keep ownership on the company.
Sure.
But I think it's important to do things like this in crypto companies.
And so to clarify the equity aspect, would that be one of the utilities of the token is actual equity? Would there still be buybacks going into it, or would it be no more buybacks?
Oh yeah. Equity? Oh no. There will be buybacks. Like there will be this whole system supporting the token. And we're going to end the live stream soon, but maybe to end the whole buyback system will be implemented, but Cipher is being built for a bear market. So you need to keep in mind, like everything goes down, but this whole ecosystem is focused on security and banking. It will make money, whatever it is. It's a bull market, it's a bear market. It will make money, and people will have this passive income stream.
Bullish. I love that. We need some bear market protection, especially now as the markets just beat us down.
Oh yeah.
H says wallet 2025 or 2026. Ooh, that's a line in the sand.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not gonna answer that one today.
Okay.
It just I
Sorry,
don't even understand. You have 2 people working on this. You said you've outsourced a bunch, but you guys are working on a DLM. You're working on these, payment cards. You're working on the app that's coming. Like, there's just a lot. Like, there's a ton going on. I don't even understand how you guys can get.
I'm well, I don't know. I've like been coding a lot in my life. I actually built the whole DOMM in 3 days.
Wow.
And Hacken was doing the audit, and they were like, "The fuck is this guy doing? Like, building this whole thing? Like, they normally spend like 2 months to build an MVP. And to be honest, like the DOM wasn't perfect, so we hired Boosty Labs to like wrap everything up, and so I have my hands free to do all the due diligence and the neobanking stuff now.
If you ain't Dutch, you ain't much. That's so funny.
It's
right?
it's the head. It's the head. I think
You need
like
a bald
on
founder.
Solana. You need a bald founder on Solana. Yeah.
Oh man, somewhere 400 years ago, I have some Dutch German in me as well, but I'm not that cool.
That's
All
crazy,
right.
though. Building the DLM in 3 days. Awesome.
Yeah.
Julian, we'll wrap there on that. We'd love to get you back on soon, man. This is pretty exciting. It seems like the product and ecosystem just continue to blossom and expand here. So who knows what you guys are going to do in 2026? All I know is it'll be covered on MCG, and we appreciate you coming on, brother.
Yeah, sure, man. Thank you for having me.
Awesome.
right,
Excited
see ya,
for the
man.
equity, dude. Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay. See ya later.